Hey, this is Donnie out in Rogue River, Oregon. Up for sale is my personal truck. It's a 95 Ford F-350 crew cab 4x4, the 7.3 Powerstroke in it. I'll do a walk around and try to remember as much as I can about it, but I'll have all the description in the post. All right. Okay, so this has been my personal truck for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. When I bought it, it was from an old guy on a ranch in Oregon. He had not maintained it very well, just kind of let it sit around. So over the years, I've put a lot of money into it, just to get it nice and reliable, and I've used it for my own towing truck. I don't tow a lot, just like 10,000 pounds and under. But I'm not going to remember everything I did to it, but I'll try to get it in writing in the post. But I'll just give you a good a look as I can. Off the top, it's got all the parts that I'm going to mention have less than 5,000 miles on them. 4 new tires, 4 new Bilstein shocks. A lot of the front end underneath has been rebuilt. Alignment. Just installed this brand new front hitch. I've never even used it. Just always had it and intended to use it, but I never did. But I installed it anyway. It's a pretty straight truck. Looks like the original paint. Faded, of course. You can always probably polish it out to bring it back to some form of life. All the tires are in very good shape. Bumper's in great shape. Nice and aligned. Got a new windshield. New wiper blades. Got a door step there. This door is missing its step. I don't know where it went. I don't even remember if it was on the truck when I bought it. But this is the only door that is missing the step. This is the worst part of the truck right here. Some former ding. Don't know what happened to it, but it is what it is. Excuse me. Rear sliding window. Nice straight front of the bed. Again, newer tires, lots of tread on them. Bilstein shocks all the way around. Pretty straight. Got a new rear bumper on it. These are tow plates that are assigned to me. These will not be included with the purchase. Got a heavy duty Kurt hitch. What's it say here? 16,000 pounds. I like it strong. Bed's in good shape. Looks like somebody had a hitch in there at one point and welded it back. I don't know if that has power to that fitting or not. I don't think it does, but on the other hand, I don't know why it wouldn't. Little ding here. It's got a front and a rear tank. Both tanks are brand new. Both sending units are new that are in the tank. Both tanks are usable and work, as well as the switch that switches between tanks. And the fuel gauge works with both tanks. So the inside of this tailgate, which is pretty common with a lot of these, has kind of a gap down there. Not terrible, but a little bit. Top is nice and straight. That's morning dew that's causing that discoloration there. Okay, I'll show you under the hood. Interior's all there. Is it perfect? No. Got a little thing there. All these buttons work. There's nothing majorly wrong with the seats. I mean, there's a couple, I don't know if those are cigarette burns or what, but it's not in bad shape. Original steering wheel. That's a fuel switch. Works fine. All gauges work fine. See, he had some kind of cover or something on the dash that has a little bit of glue residue. I'm sure somebody could come up with a product to get that residue off, but I was done messing with it and it didn't bother me. Some stains in the carpet. I made one attempt at getting them out and made bigger improvement, but I imagine with some more elbow grease, you could probably clean it up even more or just replace the carpet. Four-wheel drive works. Headliner's in pretty good shape. This is a little flimsy over here. I don't know what you can do to snug that back up, but it is what it is. This is the only door where the window motor needs replaced. It just goes click, click, click. Sometimes it'll bite, but I don't use it because I want it to stay up. And carpet's got some stains in it, but you know, it's a working truck. Nice door panel. An XLT. AC works, heater works. Radio is an old cassette, but it works. Oh, and I do have a new Kurt trailer brake controller there. Expensive little thing. I liked it. Again, you got some stains. But overall, pretty dang good shape. These windows go up and down just fine. Stain there. Okay, here's the engine compartment. Put a lot of money into this to get it running really good and very reliable. Again, I'm not going to remember all the things the mechanic did to it, but but it'll be written in the description. Everything works as it should. That's a new AC compressor. Works fantastic. I know the turbo was taken off and kind of rebuilt to some level. It was sticking, so he did whatever he's got to do to make it work correctly. Every sensor's probably been replaced. A couple of the fuel injectors have been replaced. Fuel lift has been replaced. It's got 2 new batteries within 2 years. All fluids have been gone through. Runs really good. which you'll get to hear that. Okay, this is kind of a cold start. I mean, the engine is still cold. I just probably moved it a couple hundred feet to get it in the shade to have better lighting, but we'll get her started here. All right, this truck's got 246,508 miles on it, but runs like a champ. Tow with it all the time. Just gonna take it down the road, get it up like 60 miles an hour. Kind of go from there. I don't know if it mentioned if I got new brakes or not, but I got new brakes. Transmission's been fully rebuilt, extra strong. And that's probably only been within the last 1,000 miles. Beautifully. Steers excellent. Tires are factory size. Did that intentional, so try to maximize fuel efficiency. Get around 14 miles a gallon, down the highway, and anywhere from, depending what I'm towing, 11 to 13 towing. That's through the hills and everything. Cruise control works on the steering wheel. Horn works. The only thing I think that doesn't work is just that driver's side rear window. It just needs a new motor in it. Blinkers work. You hook up your trailer to it. Trailer lights work. Connector's new. I wouldn't hesitate to drive this thing coast to coast. I have it well maintained by my local diesel mechanic. He does all my work. I don't do it. Replacement parts have been Ford parts unless they weren't available. Lift pump is Ford. I've had some aftermarket lift pumps in there that have failed on me twice, so I put in a Ford. It works just fine. Tows really well. No complaints about that at all. Rattling going on, nice and quiet in the cab. Transmission bites super good. With the new tires came in alignment. Steers fantastic. Any worn bushings or incorrect fittings in the lower front end have been all dealt with and replaced. Up and goes. So I did replace the original e-brake assembly with a very good used e-brake assembly. The old one was not releasing the whole way. There's the spring in it had given up the ghost, if you will. So put in a one with very little usage, and it works fantastic. Alright, so all warmed up, everything's going well.